Do you feel emotionally connected to your plants? As if in the process of caring for them, they as well are caring for you? What about planty DIYs and thrifting for plant items? If I have your attention, then the Plants by Wade Lee podcast is for you. Join me, plant friends, as we dig deep and experience the magic of plants. Hi, plant friends, and welcome to the 37th episode in season 3 premiere of the Plants by Wade Lee podcast. I have Emily Auffrey with us. She was my first guest on this podcast a little bit over a year ago, and since that time, I have now met Emily face to face. We got to hang out at PlantCon. I am super excited to have you back. How are you doing today?
Thanks for having me back, Wade. I'm great. I'm so happy to be back. Congratulations on season 3.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. I didn't even think that I would probably record 3.
And you said at 38?
38, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's insane.
You've had some incredible guests too. I was like, Wade.
Yeah, I mean, some of the top podcasters, like Maria, Growing Joy with Plants, authors, Kimmy Bella Hill, Nick, Farmer Nick. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed and excited to continue to do this. And I think the feedback has been, people have really enjoyed that. It's just like a laid back plant chat with people that we love and see on social media. And then we get to find out things that we don't really necessarily would have known about them unless asked, right? So that's been really, really cool. This last year, what have you been up to?
This year?
Yeah, this last year since we last
So you and I got to meet at PlantCon Orlando, which was so much fun. Wade picked me up from the airport, so sweet, and gifted me so many amazing things. My moon water bottle, my angel cards. What else? You gave me so much stuff. Oh my god! And your tattoo, plant tattoo, so cute.
Thank you. What I enjoyed most was going to that 99-cent time.
Oh yeah. Wade was like, "Let's go here," and I'm like,
I saw a reel about it. This trending reel about the best, cheapest tacos in Orlando, and they were good.
Yeah, Wade literally picked me up from the airport, and we went straight there. Straight there.
Yeah,
we went straight. Stuff on the trunk.
Yeah, we went straight there.
Priorities, guys.
Yeah. And then we experienced PlantCon together as ambassadors, which was super cool. It was my first plant show. Had you ever been to a plant show before?
No, it was my first plant show too.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be busy like that. But like living in New York City, I was like, it can't be like that crazy. It was still pretty crazy, but I wasn't overwhelmed. But it's going to New York City next, or not next, after Houston. I feel like New York City could be wild.
It'll be amazing. I'm sure that the city will bring about so many cool influencers. Have you seen the influencers that are going to be at the big plant expo?
No. You, right?
Oh my God. What? No, I
That's the Southeast.
Southeast, yes. But big plant expo in South Carolina, I believe.
Who are they having?
Is the gentleman's name?
Could be.
He's the guy from over the pond who has his complete home filled with plants.
Real jungle home?
Yeah, like a real
biophilic living.
Yeah. But that was like an amazing show. And they have lots of other, Junie is one of them. Cass, obviously.
When is it?
I think it's in June, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the end of June?
I believe so. Yeah. But Southeast, actually, I think it's in July. Southeast is actually at the end of June. And again, I'll be seeing everyone. Junie is one of the ambassadors. Cass, Urban Flocker, Jenny, Gazing
Yeah,
Green.
I love Ginny. I got to meet her at PlantCon.
Yeah, I think that was my biggest takeaway from the plant show was just meeting everyone and just how, you know, exciting that actually was. It was really fun to meet the people that you chit chat with through the DM,
Yeah.
laugh, and
Yeah,
yeah,
meeting people in real life was really cool.
yeah. What was some of your highlights from PlantCon?
Okay, so I wanted to do this with you, a game.
Okay,
So on the count of three, we're gonna name our favorite ambassador that we met, besides us ourselves, obviously, right? We'll name our favorite one. I mean, they're all great, but we just name our favorite. Or the one we made the most connection with. You have to think
so
about it. Okay, you ready?
yeah.
Did you say it?
I didn't say it yet. Are we gonna
Okay,
count to
I heard you say
three?
something. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Urban Blocker.
Vanessa, Urban, I love that. I
Yeah.
had met Urban previously, but
Yeah.
I really connected with her, obviously, at PlantCon. But tell me why you chose Urban.
Urban, she's so like genuine. I was walking and my shoelace came untied, and she was like, "Babe, your shoelace is untied." And I'm like, "Oh, I feel so silly in public, like having to tie my shoelace." So she immediately just went and tied my shoe for me. So
That's very,
sweet. And then she gave us all like a gift bag, and she was like really communicative, like in the chat, like letting everybody know what was going on. But so was Vanessa. I love Vanessa too. Vanessa's
I love,
hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, I really connected with Vanessa. Just being stupid. She had this rabbit mask from,
Missed that. I saw that
yeah,
video.
what is
The
that from?
Classy Rabbit.
Classy Rabbit. Yeah,
Hmm.
from Classy Rabbit. And she put it on. I like swooped her up and we took
I
pictures.
saw that picture.
Silly. Yeah. There's also this handsome gentleman at one of the nurseries that we just kept calling Plant Daddy. And every
Well, me and
time
you were doing that
video,
too.
what?
Me and you were doing that.
I know, but me and Vanessa were too. But every video that came along with this gentleman, we would send it. I would send it laughing to her. But yeah, she's super super sweet.
Yeah.
I enjoyed her. She has like 3 kids, 4 kids.
I think she has four, a set of twins. And yeah, I know. I was like, as a mom myself, I was like, I was actually talking to her. I'm like, I miss my kids so much. She's like, yeah, I do too. And but I'm like, she's so like happy and like never seems drained, unlike myself. But I only have
Yeah.
one. She's super
Someone else
positive. I
that I
love that.
really connected with, and that I met on here doing the podcast is Cass. Man,
I like her
addicted.
too. Yeah, she's really
I
sweet.
really enjoyed being with her. Is a real special person, and
Yeah.
she's a vet. I'm always very, I don't know, just feel such honor and respect for vets that I think that's really special too that she's a vet.
Hmm.
But yeah, and extra hugs to her. She's got so much going on in her life right now.
Yeah. Sending love, Cass.
Sending love to Cass. Yeah.
Wasn't it
Okay.
also interesting though, like how you brought up she was a vet? Some of the other ambassadors, like I learned about their jobs while we were there. Like,
Yeah.
I think I interviewed a couple of people, and I was like, "Oh, so you're like," I interviewed you. I was like, "Oh, you're a gardener. What's your tip for gardening?" And then I asked Junie, I was like, "What is your favorite plant accessory?" Because he's in like fashion.
Yeah.
So that was fun to like get to know people more in that way.
Someone else who I just adore is Junie, who I told the other day that I said, "Oh, do you know that I corrected Emily and said that your name was Uni and not Junie?" I said, "The J is silent." I have no idea where I came up with that, but I specifically told you, "Oh, you're
Yeah,
saying his name wrong."
I'm glad I
It's
ignored you.
hilarious. So,
I'm like, you're the
yeah, me
only
too.
one saying it like that.
Why? I'm so weird. It's like embarrassing.
No, you had good
Crazy.
intentions.
Yeah. Someone else who I really adored is Eduardo. I think he's
Yes, we kind of hung out
super
with the three of
cool.
us. Kind of hung out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he is just like effortlessly cool.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He got
I
that like
love his
swag
content.
almost.
Yeah, and I think that like what he does for his profession is like so cool because I'm a hairdresser and It's very similar, even though that he is a dog groomer,
See,
an
I didn't
animal
know that
groomer.
until after PlantCon. I saw the reel. I was like,
Really?
oh my God, it's a dog groomer.
Oh my gosh, and he's so meticulous. Like
Really?
as
I bet.
meticulous, yeah,
He's got 10
as
IKEA
meticulous as
greenhouse
he is with
cabinets.
his yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. As meticulous as he is with his plants, he is with these
Yeah.
animals, and you can really see and feel his passion
Hmm.
with the work that he does. So obviously, Britt was super cool.
Yeah.
Loved getting to know her. She was like our liaison for everything PlantCon. So
Yeah. She was a great
I
coordinator.
really great coordinator. I had so much fun.
It was
What
fun.
was like other than like the people and everything? What was like your favorite like takeaway? Like your day, or maybe a vendor or something that you know?
What's the name of this one? The one of the fertilizer I didn't get. Something Thrive.
Thrive Roots,
Yeah, it's female founded. Um, they took their
Black
time to like
owned.
really, yeah, they took their time to explain like every single ingredient, like why they were very intentional with everything that they put in, and they like really stood behind the product. And
Shout out to Tiffany, the
yeah,
founder and owner. Yeah,
and I'm so mad I didn't get a sample, so I guess I have to buy it now.
yeah. I can't believe you didn't get the sample
I
or
know.
the.
She told me to message her and she would mail me one, but I should have just grabbed one while I was there. But I was so busy because I did the workshop and that just like threw off
And
the
then
whole
you
day for me.
left right after the workshop.
So that was
Yeah.
Sunday morning, yeah.
Oh wait, Sunday morning. The workshop was Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that you left Sunday morning. Yeah.
yeah.
We had a whole nother day.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we got there on Thursday.
Hmm.
Thursday, did Thursday? No, Thursday wasn't. Oh, Thursday was like the pizza and
Oh
like
yeah.
informal night, like sitting by the fire.
Hmm.
Friday, we woke up early and helped set up the ambassador booth, and then we went on a tour
Oh, the
of
greenhouse tour.
yeah, greenhouse tour, which was incredible.
I feel like that was like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, when
Yeah,
am I going to be able to go look at Costa Farms Nursery? Like, they're not
yeah.
open to the public, are they?
No, no. I don't think any of them like are open to do tours like that unless you probably contacted them. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. It was really, and we went to five or four. Five?
I think 5 or 6.
Yeah, we went to a lot. It was so
Yeah.
cool.
That was like, this is never going to happen in my life again. Like, just
Right.
soaking it all in.
Well, let me say that Shane really just touched my heart. I think he is such a cool guy. He will be on this season 3 of the Plants by Wade
Right.
podcast. Yeah, I have a conversation with him coming up in the next couple weeks. But he's super cool, and like I love like the idea that he is family
Yeah.
generations of growers. They founded the mutation of the
Yeah.
Pink Princess Philodendron, right? And the Rio
Yeah.
of the Rio also. I think they just came across the Pink Princess Philodendron when they were moving nurseries. I believe the story was one of their friends or workers had like grabbed some pieces of a pink princess, and
Yeah.
then the pink princess flew up, and they had like a 12, 14-foot pink princess growing in their greenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
super
old was
cool.
that again?
Oh, decades. You're
Wow.
drinking out of your Costa Farms
This is
swag.
some of my, yeah, from PlantCon.
Awesome.
A little. And they gave us, I wasn't sure what they were at first, those microfiber gloves.
Yeah.
But it's so cold in New York City. Still, I've been wearing them as regular gloves.
But those are gloves to like clean your leaves off with, right?
I know, I figured it out, and then I'm like, wait, I'm still going to use these as gloves. Function.
Well, I can relate because in the garden, when it's been cold the last few weeks, I've as well. I'm like, let me just put on my gardening gloves to stay warm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, then we talk about how PlantCon, I was so excited because, Orlando is going to be warm, and then it was cold the whole time.
It was so cold. But I'm so glad because I got to wear so many fun outfits that
Yeah.
I don't usually get to wear because it is so warm here.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that for you.
Yeah, but I was like, ooh, it's gonna be in the 50s and 60s. I'm gonna pack jackets and layers, and
Yeah.
it was fun. Yeah,
Wait, do you want to share how many outfits you packed?
I literally packed like 20 hats, no lie,
You're a
and
hat person, so I mean.
I am a hat person. I feel naked without a hat, and literally like 4 outfits for each day.
Meanwhile, I packed like 2.5 outfits because I brought down these aprons for my workshop, so I had no space in my luggage. I wore the same shoes every day. And those shoes were so uncomfortable, but they were so cute.
The stacks.
They're like they're embellished with the beads. They were
Oh yes, yes.
like a platform kind of.
Platform. Yeah,
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 they were so
yeah.
cute.
I thought they were very cute. We remember they were like, "You two are the best dressed
Yes, I was
couple."
gonna say you got best dressed. I got just like runner up just because I was just happened to be next to you. I think I was wearing
It
this
was
jacket.
really that.
I was wearing this with you when we, when we arrived to sign in. They're like, "Are you guys together?"
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I changed into this outfit actually. The last day.
Oh, I love that outfit. Yes, Saturday.
It was Saturday.
The
Yeah,
game
not
show.
Sunday. Yeah, it
I
was
wasn't there
funny.
Sunday.
We did the ambassador panel,
Uh-huh.
and everyone's like, "Oh my god, like, are you gonna change?" And I was like, "I have a shirt in my bag," and I literally jumped off stage, changed my shirt. So silly.
You came through with the outfits.
I did,
You killed it. You nailed it.
which is crazy because like you know, I usually would just the morning of just throw whatever.
Hmm.
Literally stayed up all night the night before. I tried on everything in my closet and was like, if this fits, I'm packing it. And then I'm gonna figure it out when I get there.
You figured
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, it was fun. What else?
Oh, I brought my seashells
Yes.
over to share. So at PlantCon, I did the DIY decoupage seashell.
So
This is from
beautiful.
a paper napkin.
If you are all watching on excuse me, if you're all listening on the podcast and one of the streaming apps, make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe and follow us so you can see the live video of these shells because they are beautiful, so beautiful. I can't believe that these are made from napkins.
I know, right? I think you put like whatever you want in here, your crystals, your rings. I actually even put these on the wall. Britt gave me that idea to like just stick it on the wall like as wall art.
Yeah,
So that was fun. That was my first workshop I did. I was so nervous, but it went really well and it sold out.
that's awesome.
You do workshops. Like, you get nervous when you do your workshops?
Totally.
You do? You never
Yeah,
seem like you would get nervous for that.
I get so nervous like in person and like, but like once I'm up there and I start doing it,
Huh?
it's funny. I'm not sure if you know who PB Plant Guy is, but he is a big plant influencer here in the Duval County. PB, I think, is actually Ponte Vedra, is like where he originally lived. But long story short, he is in this area, and he's like, I'm gonna have him on the podcast. He's like, oh, we can meet in person, and I was just like, my husband's like, oh, you should do that. That would be so much fun. I was like, oh my god, I could not do this in person. Like, it's so much easier to do a podcast over a
Oh my
screen.
gosh. And that
But
wasn't even a workshop. That
I
was,
know, yeah, I do get nervous. Did you felt nervous doing the workshop?
yeah, it was my first time doing it. I was really nervous. I didn't need to be nervous because plant people are like literally the best. They're so nice and so understanding and like literally just happy to be there. Like you can't really do anything to get them upset. So I had the
Yeah.
perfect audience, right?
Well, it was so much fun too, and then they got to keep the shell that they made.
Yeah.
It was hands on. Yeah,
And
that's
it's not like
awesome.
they're New Yorkers, like if they can boo you off stage and like throw tomatoes at you or something.
Oh my gosh, no one did that. And you looked so amazing. You had a skirt that
Oh
matched
yeah.
the shells. That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. So I might be doing more workshops. I don't know. Someone asked me here to do one, and I was like, I don't know. Let's see.
Tell me about the New York Botanical Garden Orchid Show that you
Oh
just.
my gosh. So, I walk into the conservatory, right? And it smells so good. Like you're just hit immediately with this aroma. But you know when you like smell things, like at first you smell it and then you don't smell it? Or like that's how smell works, right? Or like I think I heard like if you smell like five perfumes, after the fifth one, like they all smell the same or something.
Yeah, and you got to smell like coffee to like get your coffee beans is a good thing. Clean
Yeah.
that palate.
Yeah. So then I was like looking back because I kept telling everyone like, oh my God, it smelled so good in there. And then I'm like, did it just smell like did someone have like a really nice perfume on in that area? And then like because the rest of the time I didn't smell it. But everyone's like, why are you so fixated on the smell? But orchids smell really good, don't they? Like,
Yeah, they do.
yeah, I think it was the orchids. So yeah, you like walk in, you're like hit with the smell, and it smells like earthy, sweet, and fresh. I felt like I walked into like a florist market,
That's
not
so cool.
necessarily like a garden, but like a florist.
Yeah.
It was so pretty. Oh my gosh. And then all the colors, like the magenta and the purple popping. And we went at night.
What is the exhibit called?
Modern Mexican was the theme. Last year they did like fashion. I went to that one too. So this year was modern Mexican. It was so big too. Like we just kept
Yeah, it
walking and
looks
walking
huge.
and walking. Program every year. So this year I was selected as one. I like freaked out when I got the email that they selected me.
I would too.
You know those weird people that record themselves like when something amazing happens. I literally recorded myself. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like I
No,
was in shock.
it's an honor. Like the New
Right?
York City Botanical Gardens. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It was like
Those
world
are
renowned. Like, and they want to
those
work
are
with me.
miracles. Yeah, they do so much amazing things at
They
the
do.
New York Botanical Garden. The amount of money that is spent in research there is
Mm-hmm. They have a
insane.
Pfizer lab.
So crazy.
I know.
It's
And I still
awesome.
haven't seen the whole entire NYBG grounds. Like, it's so big.
Really?
You can't see it all at once.
Yeah, the whole time that I lived in New York, I never went. It's insane. I can't believe that I've never been. So I definitely would love to go sometime.
Did you go to the other ones, like the Queens or the Brooklyn? Oh, you were in the city.
I wasn't really a fan. Yeah, I've been to almost every museum.
I'm not.
The Met, MoMA, yeah, all of them. But no botanicals.
What
Which
is a
was
Met?
yeah, you haven't?
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
Oh my god. The Metropolitan Museum of Art.
It's art? I'm like, is it more of a museum?
Oh my gosh.
Like
Yeah,
history?
it's an art museum. You really need to go.
I
It's
do.
phenomenal. Yeah.
I
And
only
then
went
they host the
to.
first Monday in May, which is the Met Gala.
You went what?
The first Monday in May, that's the Met Gala. That's where all of,
I'm not getting invited.
celebrities and the wealthy dress to the nines to
Yes.
whatever the theme is. Yeah. I can't believe you've never been. That you need to
No.
get that
I'm
on
gonna have to
your
go
list.
on the day that's free for New Yorkers, like that one Friday a month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, you definitely.
That's what
Well,
we
it's
did for the
crazy because
MoMA.
like I don't know if they still do it, but even if you like go in there and you're like any day, anytime, and you're like, well, I have $5, they still usually let you in, which is
But donate what you wish, kind of like the
I
natural
think so.
mystery.
I think so. I mean, I think there is a price, but I think if you're a local and whatever that
Okay.
they give you grace.
All right. Okay, so I'll have to do that for my next date night.
Oh my gosh, for
Thank
sure.
you. It only
Yeah.
took 10 years for me to go to the MoMA. I don't know words.
Well, I had never went to the Statue of Liberty to
Oh, you never
Alice.
did?
I
So, like,
never went to like
the real New
yeah.
Yorkers don't go. Like, the native
No.
New Yorkers here, they're like, I've never been to Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. The 9/11 memorial, I went to, I walked past it all the time, but
Hmm.
even worked, doing photo shoots and stuff in the building, but Yeah, never been to there either, which is insane.
I remember last time we were on here and I was like, look at my African violet. I know it's a cyclamen.
Oh my gosh.
And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then like I think I messaged you like 2 weeks later, like that was a cyclamen.
Wait, yeah, what did you say it was? A begonia?
African violet.
African violet.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean they kind of look a little like not really.
What is like the most recent plant you
I was about to ask you the same thing. Most recent plant I bought. Oh yeah, the Epi marble. I made a reel on it. Did you see it?
I'm not sure.
So okay. So I'm in New York City. I did Uber courier.
Oh yes, I did see this.
I'm
Yeah.
like, this is dangerous. We can freaking send a car
Yeah, keep
to pick up
explaining
your
it.
plant. Huh?
Yeah, so keep explaining it. So
Yeah.
what exactly did you do?
So you go on the Uber app, and Uber courier is one of the services you can do. So you put up the pickup package address in. So I had to ask her what her address was, but she was willing to give it to me because I met the girl on Facebook Marketplace. But she said I follow you on Instagram. So I'm like, New York City is supposed to be huge. Like, how did she? The plant
That's so
people always find each other, I guess, right?
for
She
real.
was like deep in Brooklyn, and for me to get there by MTA because I don't have a car or anything was just going to be a mess. So I put in her address and then I put in my address. I didn't have to say how big the package was, which is kind of surprising. Maybe there's like parameters on it, but I asked her to like put a plastic bag around the bottom of it and like put a bag over the tops because it's cold out or whatever, and also so the Uber driver wouldn't be like, I'm not taking that because in New York City, I've had Uber drivers just not pick me up because I have too much stuff. But I don't want to take any chances that he's gonna like decline it. So
Yeah.
so it only costs $25 for it to be picked up from Brooklyn and then dropped off to me.
Wow, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
I thought that was not bad at all.
And she gifted it to you.
No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought it.
Yeah. It would have been nice if she gifted it.
But still,
Yeah. So it's a climbing epi marble. Because I know when we went to PlantCon, we did our reel where you like walk which way, like, climbing or trailing. You went climbing. You rather your plant climb than trail?
yes, I'd rather them climb up.
The leaves get bigger, or you just like the way it
Yeah.
looks? I don't know.
I like, yeah, especially like on my oak tree in the back, I have like a couple things growing,
I
some
want to see that.
monstera. What?
I want to see that. But do you like them like climbing on like moss poles, or like you like them like on a natural environment?
The natural environment. But indoors too, I like the idea of like a growing plant wall. I think that would be so cool.
That would
Have just
be
a
cool.
bunch of grow poles and when they latch onto those moss poles, they get
Game
huge.
over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm excited about this. This is my first moss pole that I'm going to be working with. I've watered it maybe like 3 times. The moss was like really dry, so I think I've had it for like a week and a half now, maybe 2 weeks. Watered it
Yeah.
3 times. She's doing okay. She's in the south south facing window. I think she's going to do really good.
Yeah.
All right, what's
That's
your most recent
awesome. Well, what made you think of doing the carrier thing? Like, how'd you even?
on the courier thing? How did I? Yeah, no, I'm like, how did that even pop in my head? Because I was messaging her. I'm like, I really want this plant, but I really don't know how I'm gonna get it. And I was hoping that she would offer to deliver it to me. I think I just checked Uber just to see how much it would be to Uber to her. And when I checked, I realized there was a service for Uber Courier now. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I know there's other apps in New York City called like Lug and something else where you can get like furniture if they pick up the furniture and bring it to you. So I knew
Wow.
those existed already. I've never used it where they just strictly pick up the furniture. I've used the ones where like you can sell your furniture and then they also deliver it to you. Apartment Deco, I love them for that. I've used them like 4 times, but never just strictly picking up. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I'm gonna have like a whole bunch of plants now. I'm just gonna be like sending Ubers, and Matt, my husband, is so happy because now I don't have to send him on the train and bring
Yeah,
home
to
a big
lug
tree
around a plant.
on rush hour on the 7th,
Gosh.
a full on tree.
People do it though. I've seen guys like bring couches onto the
Yep.
subway.
Everything,
I'm like,
mattress.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I have to share with you my newest collaboration I'm working on.
Yeah.
I didn't have to tell you yet. Okay. Do you see who that is?
What? No. You've got to be kidding me.
I'm working with Plaid Crafts, who did a collaboration with Martha Stewart for paints and stamps. But I forgot people can't really see. But this is her stamp set. They mailed me and stencils, and they're florals, botanical. So I was thinking I could like put this on like a terracotta pot. How like you and Steven used to paint yours.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome.
So I'm excited about this. This is my next my one of my
I'd like to
collaborations.
get an internship with Ryan, Martha Stewart's gardener,
What?
her personal gardener, Ryan,
Uh-huh.
is his name. I would love to do an internship with him.
You should have him on the
Ooh, look at
podcast.
these. Oh my gosh, I know. I need to have him on the podcast. Those are beautiful.
Right?
They come with the stencils and the stamps.
Yeah.
And
Gorgeous,
this is
right?
part of Martha Stewart's collection.
Yeah. Black. So you know the Mod Podge, the glue I always use for my crafts, like for the seashell and stuff, Mod Podge. Plaid Crafts owns Mod Podge.
Oh, okay.
And I think this is their second time doing a paint line with Martha. They also sent over these frames to paint with her paints.
Wow, that is awesome. So
Yeah.
you're going to be filming some reels with this?
Yeah. Excited about that.
That's a very exciting project.
I literally
Oh
just
my
opened
gosh.
it.
We talked about this at PlantCon, but her documentary was so good.
It was good. I didn't realize she was like a model. Like I was like, Martha.
Yeah, for real. And just a badass bitch.
She's the GOAT. She was like, if a man would have said it, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Exactly. And it's true. It's
It's
true.
true,
The
yeah.
way they did her and put her in jail was just a tis for tat. It's kind of disgusting. But
But she
I
used
was
it to her advantage. Like she is the marketing
oh yeah. Oh my
queen.
gosh.
Like
I think
I'm
yeah,
taking
we talked
notes.
about this too. The nativity scene that she made in a class while she was in prison, they were only allowed to do one figure each, but she talked to the other ladies to allow them to like let her use their and she made this stunning nativity scene while she was in prison.
Wow.
You have to look this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, the other thing that I was gagged about in her documentary was when her and her husband went to Italy, right? I believe. Yeah, to Italy. And she went to the cathedral and had this like magical moment making out with a man. And she literally was like, oh, that's not cheating. Like, this was just a moment in time that I had to experience because he was so handsome. I was like, wow,
We got to know her on a different level, right?
insane. Yeah. But kudos to Martha.
Yeah.
I mean, and just the way that she built her business from like just being a homemaker and
Right?
like, oh, I'm going to turn this into a multi trillion probably business, you
Yeah.
know?
And like in the plant world, like she's with my DIYs and then she's with Miracle Grow. I'm like, she's the goat. She's like I love her.
Yeah. Stephen, my husband who had passed away, him and his two good friends were riding bikes. One of Stephen's really good friends, partner was very, very wealthy and had a home in the Hamptons, and he had passed away. So they had a weekend before they were going to sell the house, and they went and had bikes and were riding by the roads and everything. And there they went past Martha Stewart's property, and there she was in the front yard and gardening. It was just like such a moment. I was like, I should have went with you guys on this trip, but
Yeah.
it's so
That's
cool
amazing.
to like, yeah, Martha Stewart is amazing.
Wait, you messaged me something Sunday when you were at PlantCon and then did not follow up with me.
Oh,
Who did you tell me was there?
wait, who did I tell you?
Oprah?
What's that? Oprah?
You said Oprah's at our booth.
Oh, I was probably messing with you, of course. I was like, bruh. Yeah. See, it's one of those flighty things that I say that comes to my mind. This is why I get myself in so much trouble. Well, you learned that too. I said some things during PlantCon that I was like, Wade, why don't you just keep your mouth shut? It's just
You
better.
really have me thinking Oprah was there. So I like go to the PlantCon like stories. I'm like, where is she? Where is she? I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anyone posting any photos. I'm like, okay, well, I guess no one even got a picture with her. So I.
That's hilarious.
But you
Yeah,
know
I
what would be
wanted you to feel
amazing?
bad for leaving.
What if Martha Stewart came to New York City PlantCon? That would be.
Oh my God, that would be epic.
I know. And what if I did my workshop with her stuff?
Awesome. That would be so good.
I'm like, I even Google like, where does she live? Like, maybe she would really want to pop up.
I
It's
mean,
like she's
she has
into
a house
plants
in the
and gardening,
Hamptons.
huh?
She has a house in the Hamptons. It's not,
Yeah,
I'm sure she has an apartment in New York
I'm
as
sure
well,
a
in the
penthouse.
city. I'm sure. Yeah. Let's see if I can get Ryan on the podcast. And
Yes, he's not her florist too, is he? Because I got a book, Martha's Flowers, and her florist is like he did a lot of it with her.
I don't believe so. I think that he is like
Okay.
specifically like gardening. Yeah. Did you see, because we had said something about Miracle Grow, but did you see that Miracle Grow is having this big collaboration with Snow White right now?
Yes, I was like, oh
I know. I was like, how could I have gotten invited to
my god,
that premiere? It looked
I
like so
was.
much fun. They had like a takeaway flower bar.
They did. I missed that.
Yeah, yeah, like a bouquet bar. I love those. I think those are so much fun. I went to a not a few months ago baby shower where they had a fresh cut flower takeaway bouquet bar. I was like, oh, I love this idea.
Yeah,
Cute
I missed
idea
that.
for a little party.
Yeah, maybe they do a workshop on that too.
Oh my
Who
gosh,
doesn't
yeah,
love flowers?
I know. Remember when we did our little flower collaboration? I love that.
Yeah, that was our
Yeah,
first reel together, was it?
yeah, I
Oh my
love that.
god.
I still use that technique where you lay it all out as a fan and then pick
Mhm.
it up. Such a good pro tip.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, during the holidays 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't this
Oh my god,
Christmas.
I'm getting so old.
Yeah, well, a year and a half ago, but yeah, not this holiday, the holiday before, right?
Yeah, I remember it was cold,
Yeah,
but I did say, okay, everyone loves flowers. I feel like flowers just make people happy, but I did make my reel where I was like, am I the only one willing to admit that there's just some flowers I don't like? Mums.
yeah. I saw that one the other day, but I felt that way until I realized that all my mums are coming back that I planted a year ago.
They're hardy. They're a hardy plant.
Yeah, but they'll look bad and die in an instant. So,
Oh yeah, with the watering. Or they're not that crazy with watering, are they?
oh my gosh, yes, you have to keep them hydrated, otherwise they will shrivel up and die.
I was
Yeah,
mostly just talking about fresh cut flowers. I think I can deal with the mums outside, but they look like they're in like they look like ice cream scoops, don't they? When they're in the bucket.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know,
they
I can't
do.
really get into that. But
I love like poppies. Oh my god, poppies are so beautiful.
I feel like I hardly ever see those in real life.
Yeah, I've been planting so many in the garden at the
Mm.
Comer. Yeah, we made this whole like yellow trail
I
of
was just saying,
pansies.
those are the yellow flowers, and I was like following
Well,
Robic Road.
yeah, well, inside there, I put yellow and orange poppies. So it's like elevated a little bit more because the pansies are,
Oh, like
smaller.
contrast.
Yeah, it looks super
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but poppies are definitely one of my favorites.
Ooh. Are they easy to
Relunculus?
grow?
What?
Are they easy to grow? Poppies?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they seem to have been here, yeah, because they're exploding everywhere.
Maybe I'll try poppies this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do zinnias again. Those did pretty well for me last summer.
Did they? That's awesome. I just planted some zinnias in a garden yesterday at work, actually.
Oh, you're gonna love them.
Yeah, I literally grew them from seed. You grew them from seed too, right? Yeah, I grew them from seed and then it grew into a little plant plug, and then I just planted all those plugs.
Oh, is it on your
Hopefully they
stories
do
now? Go
well.
check.
Yeah. What'd you say, babe?
Is it on your stories? I'm gonna go check.
No, I hadn't put it. Well, it's on TikTok. watching the zinnia. I tried to do the thing which, I love being a creator, but then I beat myself up because I'm like, this wasn't perfect. Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to be the seeds growing, and I guess every day I was just so excited about getting the footage that I just set my camera up and push play. Like, so the tree moves a little bit in it, so it's not as like, I wish it would have been perfect, but c'est la vie.
Yeah.
We got the point of the video, which
Growth.
is growth. Yes, sowing a seed and taking good care of it with the grow lights and watering. You have to water those babies every single day, those little seeds,
Mm-hmm.
because if
Yeah.
you don't, you miss a couple days.
I'm not last year I started them inside, but it was a little crazy in our small New York City apartment. Like my dining table had like soil on it with like dirt and like my grow lights was like clamped to the side of the table and like going. I'm like, this is too much. I can't do this again next year.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna start it directly outside. So I'm gonna start later, but I think it'll be fine.
yeah, I think that would be awesome. I just got this off the TikTok shop.
Oh yeah, I
Remember we went?
saw.
Yeah, remember we went to the TikTok happy hour,
Yeah.
and then I got these bag of heirloom seeds that are
I
thirty
know.
thousand seeds, which is insane.
So sad I missed them. Those look like so freaking meticulously, genetically the best you can get.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Well, the
be
gentleman
great.
said to me, he's like, it's plant people that are going crazy for these, and the end of the world, like people that are trying to, stock up on the seeds and stuff for the apocalypse.
Right.
Yeah, he said so, but they sell very well on TikTok. But because of that, I had noticed this. This is a little greenhouse that has the grow lights that you just attach that stick right inside it, which
Better set
is
up than I did my DIY one last year.
well. I love that it worked. Right, it worked for you.
It worked. It was a little bit messy. And then so I had the grow light like clamped to the table, and then I put what's it called? Peel and stick or like the plastic over it, over the grow light and over the tray with the seeds to create like
Oh, really?
I
And
think
it worked.
yeah, it worked, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it was too
But
much.
that's
That
like
was doing the
something
most.
like that. Something like that is like $30. You have the grow light attached to
Yeah,
it.
that's worth it, I think.
They have the little plugs that the little each individual little spot that you put the seed in, so it's kind of a no brainer.
Yeah. And I still remember your tip. You said get the soil wet before you put your seeds in.
Yes, very important because when you're watering it, otherwise all that dry, especially like I've learned like working at the museum at the gardens that pro mix, the great for seeding, is just really airy and fluffy.
Yeah.
But you get it wet and it does get nice and compact for the seed, like because you want it to have that aeration. That's why it is so fluffy. But yeah, it's important to get that soil wet because then when you water, it doesn't all just drain out.
Yeah. I didn't do that last year, I don't think. So I'm definitely gonna do it this year.
Yeah.
And then, so last year I bought like this bag. It was just like a wildflower mix, and it was like with that fluffy stuff you're talking about. And when I would put it down, it would like blow away. And I think I saw someone say like you should add something to the mix. Have you heard that? Like
Like
add
what?
like flour or something to like weigh it down, or
Flour.
maybe like vermiliosite. Add that to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably not flour, but I heard like they said add something to it so it stays down. But I don't know.
Vermiculite.
Yeah, vermiculite. What did I say?
Yeah. Something close because I understood and I knew. Um, we're all learning here. That's the joy of
I'm the
growing.
worst with plant words, saying them out loud.
Yeah.
I couldn't even say echogenera. Did I say it right?
I can't even say Junie. I called him Uni the whole time, and then had him on the podcast and was like, "Welcome, Uni." And you can see if you go back and watch it on
Uh-huh.
YouTube, you can see his face, and he just kind of like smirks, and I'm like, "Oh God, why did you just tell me?"
It's okay.
Oh
I
well.
can't say what's the Anthurium worker queen?
Warcloth, yeah.
You knew what I meant.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, it just gives me terror though because like I remember working in fashion and not being able to say like Yves Saint Laurent and Prada.
Uh-huh.
Chanel was a big one. Like I remember one time I was told my mom was like, "Oh, I bought you some Channel perfume," and
Not
I
channel.
was so happy and proud that I bought her some Channel perfume. She didn't even like it.
Number
She was like a
5?
baby. Oh my god, my mom's like a baby soft girl. Do you know what? You probably don't even know what baby soft is.
No, the lotion, the Avon.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know, but it was like a little pink bottle back in the day that our mothers used to
You
wear.
know, I was
Baby
kind of
soft.
insulted. I put on this like mixture of perfumes, and she's like, I think she said I smelled like that, and she's like, you're probably too young to know what that scent is. I'm like, well, I know it's probably I don't want to smell like it.
Wait, who said that?
My colleague at work,
That's hilarious.
I'm like, there's no way that can smell good.
Do you have any plants at your work on your desk?
Um, so I'm not at my desk a lot, so I can't care for them. But I do have a Trader Joe's plant. I don't even know what it is. It's been sitting there since like September. I think I watered it like twice, and it's just like dry, but it still looks good. It's like I don't know how to even describe this plant. It's got like I don't know. It's pink and white. It kind of looks almost like a cactus, but not. I don't even know what it is. It was so pretty. I'm like, I'm gonna put that at my desk. It's still there. It's dead, but it still looks nice. Like it's still green and pink and white.
Welcome to the Plants by Wadley podcast. We don't know what the plant is. It looks kind of like a cactus. It's pink. I love it.
I have no idea. I do have a fake cactus on my desk, and everyone thinks it's real. It looks real. Don't judge me.
No fake plants and no fake friends. I want to get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we definitely did that on the t-shirt.
Remember, I said I was going to make that before I went to PlantCon.
Oh, you we
Times,
were talking about that, right?
yeah, but time slipped away.
Yeah.
But that would be a cute shirt. No fake plants, no fake friends.
Yes. Wait, so are you gonna come to New York City PlantCon? Are you still thinking about it?
I really hope so. My husband just got a new job,
Oh yeah,
and
you told me.
he can work a few days out of office in different locations, and there is a location in New York City. So I was like, let's. But we're supposed to go on our honeymoon this summer, and I'm already going to the Southeast Plant Show.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm also trying to like get into the big plant expo somehow. I've been writing vendors and saying, do you need help with sales on your booth? Because I'd love to come.
Wait out
All
here
you have to do is
grinding.
look me up.
You're valuable. You're an
Aw,
asset,
thanks.
yes.
So we'll see. I'm so jelly of all the investors that are going and going to be a part of it. It's just I keep coming back to this, but the big plant expo is going to be huge.
You said it's in South Carolina?
You know who's? Did you meet? You met Rachel.
Yeah.
She is coordinator. She's the COO actually of the big plant expo.
You met
But
her too?
I would love to hang out with her too. You said I'd love her too.
Didn't you meet her too?
Yes, yeah, you met her too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I hung out with her a
Rachel,
lot
yeah,
during the
she was
greenhouse tour.
crazy
She was fun.
at the party. What was it? The opening party. She had me in stitches. She was crazy.
I remember what you're talking about.
Oh my god! And then she won the classy rabbit.
Yep.
Yeah, she's insane. Yeah. Any more tea to spill about PlantCon?
No, I don't think so. It was a good time. I'm so happy I went. I'm so happy we got to meet each other at PlantCon.
Likewise.
I felt like we already met each other, even though we had it.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny. Like I feel like we all flowed together as a group that way. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
there was no one that really got on my nerves that I was like, I don't, like
Yeah,
everyone
that's
was
true.
really genuine and cool. And I genuinely liked the time that I spent, you know, uh, even the one-on-one time, like you said, we hung out with Eduardo for a little bit and
Mm.
sat and talked with him, and I, hung out with Cass shopping plants for a while, which was fun.
But she went
Me and
crazy,
Corinne-
didn't she?
what love?
She went crazy with the plants. That was her wagon at PlantCon.
She's insane.
It was so fun seeing the ambassadors lose their mind with these plants at Ecogenera and at PlantCon. I was like, look, I love plants. I know, like, I can't have any more plants. I have set boundaries with my plants. I love plants, but I also love DIY. These people are like 1,000% heavy into plants, and like
Yeah.
that's where I start seeing the difference between me and the ambassador.
Well, Cass like hustles for months and months and months selling plants,
Uh-huh.
to essentially just put back in to buy more plants.
Fund
Um,
her lifestyle.
yeah, yeah, I love it. She's so good with the anthuriums though, like growing
Yeah.
them.
Oh my gosh, they're so big, her leaves. Oh my goodness.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh. You know who went crazy at Ecogenera? Adam. Oh my god. I couldn't even like talk to him. He was like running off. I'm like, this escalated quickly. And then like he was like trying to like jump in the aisle to like look at this plant. And like there was like no one else around. And he was just so excited to like get to this plant.
That's insane.
These people really love plants. Like I thought I love plants. It
I know.
was a whole nother level.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before. Like I don't know if it was because I had watched so many of the ambassadors' videos that were like, "Oh, what is your plan gonna be for plants?" So like in my mind, I had the few plants that I was specifically looking for.
Hmm.
So I didn't really go crazy like I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy this. And then we also kept getting so many plants
Yeah.
complimentary for on the tour and then ambassador stuff. So yeah, I didn't really feel like I had to buy. But
Yeah.
I did what I did get, what I loved.
Hmm.
Here's one of the things that I got from Equa.
Then we didn't name them. I know you don't name
Yeah,
your plants, but it's so fabulous. It needs a name.
I know. Mary Jane.
That's what the vibe.
That's the vibe, right? Anthurium Crotel Crugadio.
Oh, that's the one you were carrying on the bus. I remember, like, I was sitting behind you, and
Yes,
there's like this giant plant.
yes, because I got that at Equigenera and this beauty, this Anthurium crystallinum,
It's so green. I love it.
so
The
green.
veins.
And it's pretty, it's
That's a
about the
decent
size of
size.
my hand. And there's two new
Ooh,
inflows. Okay. Yeah, so I got those two. And then I got two of these. These are what Cass had told me to get. This
the pink
is a
lemonade.
pink lemonade.
I love
Yeah.
the name.
So interesting enough, I was doing a plant market today and I had asked her, like what does this retail for? And she's
Mhm.
like, don't market for anything less than $75. And I was like, $75? Wow, this was a steal. And this is why going to plant shows is so
Mhm.
important and so awesome. This was an import, but it's acclimated now. It's in a really amazing chunky mix, actually from Brit, called
Oh, wow.
Toto. Yeah, it's Brit's mix, but this was $25.
And
Yeah,
she's saying no less than 75.
I know. And I was like,
Well, that's a
girl,
good deal.
yeah. And I got two of them.
One for your
This one's,
bestie.
yeah, right. This one's still in the container, but and she's doing fine too. I sprayed them obviously with.
They acclimated so well.
I know they really did, and it pushed out a new thing. But I treated them with the perfect Plantanista spray.
I haven't heard of this brand.
Well, you didn't. Did you meet him at the TikTok event?
No,
He was sitting with us. Are you sure? He was sitting with us, and now they have like the glass bottle that's bigger.
no.
Oh my gosh.
This is
I'm
so
gonna
big.
send you perfect plantanistas,
It looks like
their
it smells
information.
good. Like it looks
This
like an
smells
orange on the. Does it smell
this
good?
smells amazing.
It does, because
Yeah.
some of that stuff can smell funky.
Yeah.
Then your whole house smells funky after you're like you spray everything down. And you're like, Dang, what
Thank
did
you
I?
so much for joining me on this special episode for the first show of season 3.
Yeah.
You were here in the beginning of the journey and we continue on. So I'm super thankful for your friendship and just all the little fun plant chats that we get to have. And then sharing this one with all of the listeners.
Thanks for having me. Congratulations on season 3.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you at PlantCon New York. We're going to throw that out in the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, my love. Have an
Thanks,
awesome night.
Amy.
Bye.